In today's video, we will be giving NFL wide receivers their Madden ratings for Madden 25 or 2025 or whatever they're going to call it because they've already made Madden 25 in 2012, but you get the point. Before we get into this video, let me remind you, this is a pre-recorded video. I will be gone for 3 weeks like I am every single year, and these videos will be posted about a month out from now from when I'm recording this. So keep my channel afloat for me while I'm gone. Please enjoy these videos and be looking out for other Madden rating videos coming out at this time. Also, don't forget to check out w.gg. Use code Shredder for 10% off your order of anything on their website. w.gg. Check out their energy drinks, their other products, their merch, whatever it may be. Check it out. Get you some. Use code Shredder. Get you 10% off using code Shredder at w.gg or clicking the link in the description. Let's get right into this video. Here is our tier list. Let's get right into this. We have a bunch of receivers here. Not even all of them we should have, but we'll list some that, maybe not be on here if I think of them or can see that they're not there. Starting off, we're going to go with, let's start with a really good receiver. Maybe the best receiver in the game. Justin Jefferson will be a 99. This is also, let me remind you once again, this is not what I think Madden will give them. This is what, in my opinion, if I'm the one making the rosters, this is who they get. This is what they get. So, to me, that's going to change some things that some people may not like, but you can get over it because that's whatever. It's an opinion. It's trivial. Whatever. Get over it. Marvin Harrison Jr., a rookie, a great prospect. He will be an 80, one of the very few 80s we will see in this year. That just doesn't happen much as a rookie. I don't think it should. Maybe one, maybe two rookies hit 80 overall, and not even Caleb Williams did, but Marvin Harrison Jr. will, and I think that will happen, and it should happen. Going to the next player, let's go with, there's so many guys I don't even know who to pick. We'll go with this one right here. Dontavion Wicks. He's about a 76. He's fine. He just hasn't had a chance to do a whole lot yet. He'll have his chances. He'll get to explode at some point. Christian Watson probably about a 75. The best ability is availability, and he is not available 90% of the time. Let's see. Let's go to George Pickens. I think he's about an 81, 82. Really solid receiver so far. Has a ton of upside. We just haven't seen it play out yet. You can blame the quarterback play because, Mitch Trubisky is a national terrorist, or Kenny Pickett and his downfalls, or Matt Canada is probably the prime suspect here. But either way, you can't really say anything else. Malik Neighbors, I think he should be about a 78. He's really good as a prospect, and I just think that's fair. There's nothing else to it. Jordan Addison, a really good rookie year. He should also be about an 80 overall. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Mike Evans, I'm going to give him a 90. I think that's fair. I think he deserves that. I think it's, he's probably on the downturn of his career, sadly, but it is what it is. Rome Odunze, the third receiver in that rookie tandem, he is going to be a 77, while Malik Neighbors is 78. I think Malik Neighbors is a hair bit better. Let's see. Jaden Reed, I liked what I saw from him his rookie year. He's going to get a 79 from me. Actually, probably a 78, because I don't think he quite touched what Jordan Addison did, but that's just neither here nor there. We'll talk about that later. Jahan Dotson, about a 76. I think I'm going to have to drop down Dontavion Wicks. We just haven't seen him do enough. Probably about a 74, 73. That seems fair. He just hasn't done enough yet. Tyler Lockett did fall off this year, but I'm still going to give him an 85 for now. We may change that one later. And Jalen Waddle, a really good number 2 wide receiver down in Miami. He's going to get about an 87. I think that's really fair. Hopefully I remember all these later. Jameson Williams. Now, let's find a guy who's lower. Let's do that. Let's see who. Marquise Brown. We'll put him at about a 70. I'm going to put him at a 75. Christian Watson down to a 74. I'm not a fan of Marquise Brown. He drops a lot of passes. He's fine. He's just not that good, period, in a story. Ladd McConkey's going to be about a 74 coming in as well. Yeah, that's just fair. I'm going to drop Watson down to a 73, Dontavion down to a 71. I overrated them at first, and, you've got to consider that Jaden Reed and Rome Odunze are both really good. Is Rome Odunze on this list? Not Rome Odunze. Romeo Doubs. Wow. I don't think I see Romeo Doubs, so I think he's better than both of these guys right now. Jaden Reed, if he's a 78, then Romeo Doubs is probably a 78 too. We're going to say both of them are 78s. Christian Watson a 73, Dontavion Wicks a 71. Moving forward here, Brian Thomas Jr., I'm going to give him about a 74. You got to start some guys out low because you can't just have everybody being a 78, 79. DK Metcalf. So now I'm going to have to bring Tyler Lockett down because DK Metcalf is substantially better than him now because of his downfall this past year. However, he's only about an 88 in my opinion. Fine receiver, just not amazing. DJ Moore about a 90 as well. Fine receiver, not amazing. Hasn't had the best career so far. I mean, it's been really good for, anybody's stake. But at the same time, considering who his quarterbacks have been, he hasn't had the best career. It's probably hindered him quite a bit. Not putting that on him, though. 90 is still a great rating. But Keenan Allen, the other receiver in Chicago now, I'm going to give him about a 93. Coming off it, I'm a 94. He's coming off his best year of his career. Yeah, he's a little older, but to me, he's the wide receiver one there. I don't think it's a question. Amon-Ra is going to get a 95. Really, really good year last year. You can't argue that. Dude he was so good last year. Seeing if there's anybody down that's going to hit in that 60s. I think I'm going to have one guy in the 60s, maybe two. So far, Xavier Worthy to me, he's going to have to prove himself. He's going to be a 69 flat. And I'm going to say Keon Coleman also is a 69 flat. Maybe Coleman might be a little more just because he's got that wide receiver one type of, profile, that 71 rating maybe, but that's about it. Xavier Worthy, nah, he's got to come up. He'll be a 73. There's not going to be anybody in this rating. I was probably trying to just choose it too much. Yeah, we'll do that. Tank Dell, really good. 1/3 of a season he played, or 1/2, whatever it was. He'll be like a 78. That's really fair to me. It was in his rookie year and he didn't even play the whole year, so that's, you can't give him the best rating. Nico Collins had 2 very average years and then goes off this past year, which is great, but he's only like an 85. I mean, you can't really give him much more than that for playing 1 year really solid. Stephon Diggs, another member of the Texans now. He had a rough year as well. I'm going to give him a 90, though. I mean, you got to kind of give him credit for what he's done in his career so far. I think that's still fair as well. Tyreek Hill, our second best receiver, will be a 99 as well. And then I'm going to put Devontae Adams as a 98. I really like Devontae. Yeah, he had a year down last year, but whatever. A.J. Brown, next receiver up to me. He is a 97. And then a little bit of a hot take here. CeeDee Lamb at a 96. I just think the guys ahead of him have done it for longer. They've been more prevalent in their offenses, consistent. Yes, CeeDee Lamb last year was incredibly amazing. One of the best years ever. But for himself, his best year ever, no doubt. But I think these guys have all proven themselves over multiple years at this point. And CeeDee Lamb, while he's been very good in multiple years, last year was his only truly great year so far. T. Higgins. 80. If I put Waddle at 87, I'll put him in at 88. That's a little generous, though. Puka Nacua, we'll put him at a 79. No, we can't. If Addison's an 80, he's going to be an 82. That's fair. Sorry, I kind of forgot about that one. Jamar Chase, I'm going to put him at a 94. I think he's got a... Part of me thinks a little bit of him has been as good as he has been because of the depth of receivers around him. And, yeah, he is very good. He's in the 90s, no doubt. But his job's made a lot easier because, one, he has his college teammate throwing to him, and two, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, they're taking pressure off of him all the time. Michael Pittman, if you've been around my channel, you know I'm a big Pittman fan. I think he's an 89. I think Pittman's a very good receiver. I mean, there's nothing that guy doesn't do. He's gritty. He's tough. He does a lot of things that other receivers are not willing to do. I think you got to give him credit for that. Amari Cooper gets a 91 from me. Really good year last year, and just enough to put him over these guys right now. A.D. Mitchell. You also know that I love A.D. Mitchell, and I think, yeah, he was drafted later than all these guys, but here's the thing. He's, to me, just simply a better prospect than everyone on this tier outside of Brian Thomas, potentially, so he's going to be a 74 with Thomas. Brandon Cooks, he's about a 79. He's not that great anymore, lost a step in his career. Brandon Ayuk, I'm going to give him a 91 with Amari Cooper, and then we're going to go ahead and do Deebo Samuel, who's going to get... He's going to get an 87 with Jalen Waddle, that range. No, we'll put him just a little bit ahead. He's just not I don't know. He's a different type of receiver than a lot of guys are. We'll go ahead and list out Ricky Pearsall because he's not on here. To me, he'll be like a 71, 72 with like Xavier Worthy, like something right there. I think that's fair. Let's see. Cortland Sutton, really solid receiver. He gets an 85. Cooper Kupp, obviously one of the better receivers in the last, 5 to 6 years, but not the best year last year. Had a little bit of health issues. We'll give him a 90 for that reason. Curtis Samuel, he's an 80. Very solid receiver. Nothing much better, though. Christian Kirk, an 81. Devontae Smith, really good wide receiver, too. He's definitely in this tier right here. I'm going to give him an 88. I like him a lot. I like him a lot as a receiver, just over T. Higgins and other guys like that. I feel like he's what you want in a wide receiver too. A guy who's just open, period. Deontay Johnson, really underrated receiver here. He's going to get an 83 from me. 82, actually. We'll tie him with George Pickens, but I'm going to give Pickens the leg up on him, actually. Just because Pickens is younger, more of a prospect. He's got, last year was a better year for him over Deontay, whatever, this, that, and the third. Still do really like Deontay, though. Mike Williams gets an 81. Just can't be on the field all the time. Rashee Rice, if he gets to play, he'll get a 77. I mean, really solid year, but just not elite by any means. Garrett Wilson, I'm going to say like an 84 so far. Nah, we'll go 85. I'm going to put him just above Nico Collins. DeAndre Hopkins, obviously one of the best receivers of all time. Going to be going down as a Hall of Famer more than likely. Just not the same guy he once was. I'm going to give him an 88. Jameson Williams. I don't know about Jameson Williams. That's a tough one. We'll give him a 70. No, that's too high. We'll give him a 77. That's probably a little generous, but we'll do it. Chris Olave. I don't know if Jaden Reed was a 77, but he is now. Chris Olave, solid receiver. I'd like to see more from him. 84. Drake London, not a guy we've seen a lot from. Probably the fact that his quarterbacks have stunk since he's been in the league. 79. Terry McLaurin, really good receiver. Like him a lot. 90, 91 nearly. Jackson Smith and Jigba, he's fine. I think he was a beneficiary of a lot of, kind of like the opposite end of the Jamar Chase thing. He's not the number 1. He's not the number 2. He's the number 3. They still take a lot of pressure off of him. We'll give him a 76. 76. Calvin Ridley, not a great receiver either. He's like an 80, 81. He's just not that good. He's fine. He's an average receiver. He's just not much better than that. Chris Godwin, like him a lot. I gave Mike Evans, let's say he's a 90, 91. We'll give Chris Godwin an 88 as well then, right about there. And then Zay Flowers, really good rookie year from him too, but he's not on that Jordan Addison or Puka level. To me, he's going to have to be probably like a 78 right above Malik Neighbors. We'll do that right there. So that's going to be our receivers. I'm trying to think of anybody. Let's say like another pretty prevalent rookie, Roman Wilson. He'll probably be like a 72, 71. I'm trying to think of anybody else that may be missing. If you have somebody missing, let me know in the comments, and I will try to figure out where I think they fit on this list. But right now, I really can't find. Adam Thielen would be one. He's like a 77. Jonathan Mingo is an interesting one. I think he's about a 70. He's about a 74. I'd like to see more from him a lot, though. Definitely a guy I'd like to see a lot from. But either way, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching and keeping my channel afloat while I am gone on vacation. I will see y'all in the next one.